Happy day, friends. How are you? I have the word for today, and it's funny that usually I'll get these words in the morning, and I will do this quick video before I go off to the world and play and work and go to appointments and see my clients and do the things I have to do and clean the farm, work on things around here, take care of the animals. But today I also I substitute teach a little bit, so I had to do that today. So off I went, didn't hear the word of the day from the guides and angels until my drive home from teaching, and the word is spontaneous. So it's kind of funny that it's kind of a spontaneous time since it was like a regular schedule. And I am a scheduling person. I like to be have things listed and have schedules so I can get things done. So it's very spontaneous that the guides and angels came in with the word of the day in the afternoon. Spontaneity or slash spontaneous is the word, and I love that that was the word today. Very timely, and it is something that when it comes to life, I've had family kind of give me a hard time that, when we could travel and I have schedules and I plan it every day because when I traveled with the kids, they're grown now, but I'd want to see as much as possible wherever we did. So sometimes I would plan a day of spontaneity. It's like, this is the day we're going to be spontaneous. So plan spontaneous events. So that's kind of funny. So what they said when they gave me the word spontaneous was that we are not spontaneous beings. We are not just a creature of happenstance, like just showed up one day, like it wasn't like just because our parents got together, that it was so much more than what we think, than the conception and the birth. There's more to our soul. We're not immaculate conception, spontaneous conception. We worked with our plans, our guides, and our angels and God source in creating our soul and what we wanted to do in this life. And we have will to change, what we kind of have planned. Like we wanted to go into this life. They said to like accomplish certain things and be with the people in our soul family and really fulfill what we were missing or what we wanted to see happen. But and there are options, like as we go through life, we kind of went through all of this with our guides and angels, what we could do in this case and that case, and there's other options, so we could take this road, and that's all good. But we've kind of pre-life, supposedly we thought through all that. Well, it wasn't spontaneous though. We should be thankful that we're alive. We're very important souls. We are full of light and love, and we planned this. God source planned this. Our guides planned this body and this life and this circumstance. So you are not spontaneous. And I don't need to be waving my cards around like that, but we are not spontaneous beings. You are meant to be you, and I am meant to be me. So let's see what else they have to say. I'm going to pull this Milo Farm Oracle card of the day and see what the guides and angels have to say beyond that initial message. Usually they give me the initial message when they give me the word. So this card kind of felt right. Okay, this one is Pool Fun, number 47, which is 2, and Cooperation. Okay, so 47 in numerology, you add the 7 and the 4, and you get what, 2. So that's 11, and 1 is 2. So that's how that works. 2 is the word of partnership, relationship, working together. So that's what they're showing me, is that your soul and your guidance group works together to plan out your life and to make it the best, to plan the best possible options for you to have. Who is going to be your parents, where you're going to live, and then say, okay, so you can do these things in your life, and we have many paths that we had planned, but we chose one as we actually physically live this life in this timeline. So the pool, the land gives me a message. The pool is the water, and like swimming, water has memory, and so they're showing me that it's how water relates to that is from other lives and other experiences that you have. It all kind of trickles down, and like you carry that in your subconscious, and you pull from that as needed. And that kind of goes to your intuition. So like you go into a circumstance, you're like, I really feel I should do this over that. And that's because you're drawing from past lives and from guidance from your guides. So you have the water, the flow of your lives and life and messages and energy all come down, and that is not spontaneous. So the word of the day is spontaneous, but it's not really saying that. It's not supporting that word. It's showing you that that word is, when it comes to your valuable life as a soul, is not necessarily the case. Cooperation. So that is the message on the card. Cooperation. Cooperating with what your plan was and your guides. Let me see what else they have to show me when it comes to spontaneity and cooperation. That it's so you're in a fork in the road. Every decision you make in your life, you're in a fork in your road. So let's say there's lots of forks. Like you're standing here and I can make these 10 decisions, right? So I'm doing this because I'm pretending there's a road here, 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 and here. So like the fork is huge. It's a monster fork. So it's not spontaneous that you take road number 2 instead of road number 6. I mean, you might feel like, oh, that's something crazy. I would have never done that. I would have never skydived, but that's so spontaneous of me. Well, even though it feels spontaneous, it's something that your soul had kind of worked through, and you had decided that could have been an option in your life because that would have brought you a sense of freedom, a sense of like adventure, playing with your friends. So that truly was an option, even though in your mindset, in our small, like 3-dimensional mind, it seemed like it was spontaneous, but it wasn't. So they're just kind of wanted to make it clear that there's nothing that is truly spontaneous in this life. It's all meant to be. Yeah, but though, it doesn't mean you can't have fun. You're supposed to have as much fun in life as possible. Try to be lighthearted and feel spontaneous. Feel into the game of spontaneity, but know in the back of your mind, like, just the truly how it works is your guides were cheerleading you to jump out of that plane. They were saying you do it because you will have a lot of fun, and you'll feel the sense of being spontaneous. All right. Love you guys. Have a wonderful time. Your peace warriors and friends. And I will see you next time the guides give me a word of the day. All right. Peace.